If you are anything like me, you want makeup to be quick, easy, and barely there. Now, I will spend hours with my skincare and devices, but I want makeup that is simple and foolproof. Now, I recently did a video applying a full face of RMS Beauty makeup, and I love the products, but the amount of times I will wear all of those products together is pretty darn limited. I mean, most days I wear nothing or close to nothing. So I have found that every day for the last week, I've only been using 3 products before I run out the door. And that's it. And I hadn't even planned on this. It just ended up being 3 things that I grabbed for a week in a row, so I figured it was worthy of a video. So in today's video, I'm going to share barely there makeup with only 3 products. And I'm glad you're here. Hi guys, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel and you enjoy what you're watching, subscribe, join us here on YouTube, and also hit that like button so others can find us too. Now, this is going to be a very quick video. And just to warn, if you like full coverage makeup, this is not the video for you. You know, I'm 53 and spend most of my time and money on good skin so that I don't have to wear a lot of makeup. I mean, that's really my goal. So as I said, without even planning, I found myself using this combo of 3 products every day before work. It just gives me a little bit more than nothing just so I look alive. So we're going to put the hair up, otherwise it gets covered in makeup, and I have still not found any better way than doing this. Okay, first up is by e.l.f. It's the Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now they say that this is a complexion product, and I think they're right, a complexion booster. So all I do, I put a bunch of that onto my hand, and then I use a foundation brush and apply it. Now, I think when this first launched, people thought this was a foundation, but it's really not. It gives a serious glow to the skin, but it does not give a lot of coverage. But I'm not necessarily looking for a lot of coverage. What I want is a nice, healthy glow. And if you can just blur it a little bit, then I'm happy. I don't really need much up here because my fringe tends to cover it up anyway. Now I'm going to put this all over because I'm not going to use a separate concealer. I'm just not, because I can't be bothered. Again, this is something that just takes me a few minutes and I go out the door, and I put most of the product in the center of my face because that's where I have my redness. I put it everywhere though. I mean, look at the finish on that. He's so lovely. Again, not a foundation. I don't think it's meant to be. I think you're supposed to put this underneath a foundation so that you get that nice glow. Love. Next up is mascara. It is the one product I never go without, because even just a little bit of mascara and lippy can be enough. So this is a tubing mascara. This one is by Thrive. It is called the Liquid Lash Extensions. Now, I had only tried a tubing mascara once. It was a complete disaster because it turns out there is a trick to getting tubing mascara off, and I didn't know what that was until my friend Jody Lynn from Aging Naturally with Jody Lynn explained it to me. It can only come off with a bit of warm water, and if you need me to show you that sometime, let me know. But I found it was an absolute game changer. So I have this actually in 2 colors. I also have it in a blue, which I love, a cobalt blue mascara. I just find, certainly in the summer, because when it catches the sun outdoors, you wouldn't even notice it's blue until you see it in the sun. Look at that. This is the brown. I don't really wear a lot of black if I can avoid it. It can be a bit harsh. I think as we get older, I'm finding the browns are just kinder. They're just a little bit softer. And I need all the softness I can get at 53. Okay, gosh, it's just so lovely. The other great thing about a tubing mascara is it doesn't come off until you want it to come off. And when living in rainy Ireland, you know, things can head a little south when you don't want them to, and this will not come off until you take it off. Yeah, look at that. I mean, look at that. Lovely jubbly. The very last thing here is for the lips. It's a product actually that can be used both for lips and cheeks, although I generally only use it on the lips. It's a lip stain, and it is by Benefit. Now, I actually have 4 of them, and my 4th one is missing right now. And I alternate based on what I'm wearing. So the first one is called Cha Cha Tint, and this is kind of more of an orangey, corally color. And I really like to wear this when I'm wearing warm clothes, right? If they're in the warmer territory. It is quite orangey. It's just a hint too orange, but I wear it all the time. I have 2 of them and I keep them in separate bags. The next one is called Benetint, and it's the first one I ever used, and I've been using this for decades at this stage. It's actually kind of cute. My daughter Rowan wears it now too. And this is more of a rose tint, and it's probably the one I've used the most. I've certainly gone through multiple little containers of this. They changed the applicator, which is wonderful. It's like a doe foot now, right? It used to be a little brush that would kind of tickle your lips when you put it on. This is the one that I have purchased the most and have just used the longest. But my favorite isn't here, and I can't find it. I kind of tore up the room looking for it. It is called Flora Tint, and it's kind of in between these two. It is kind of a raspberry, and it is the one that I use the most frequently, and the one I intended to put on today, but I can't freaking find it. Now, I do also have this last one. It is called Love Tint, and you know, I don't like it. It's just too bright for me. I bought it as a part of a 3-pack, and the other ones I do wear. It's just so freaking bright. If you are a bright red girl, you would love this. And I find that they have really good staying power. So since I can't find the Flora Tint, which is the one I was going to put on, I am going to use the Benetint, the oldie but goodie. Now, that's actually not going to work because I just realized I had a lip oil and it's not going to really stain if you have an oil on. So and then you just kind of have to let it dry down a little bit. It takes about, I don't know, 30 seconds. Now, it's kind of a blush color, right? There's not huge amounts of color to it, and I like that. I could definitely layer it up. It would get more vibrant, but I don't really want that. I just want a tiny bit of color there because it just makes me look more alive. Actually going to take that down because I'm done with the Complexion product. Now, you could apply this here. I find these are a little dangerous for cheeks because you have to work really quickly. It seriously stains. We're going to put some on now. Do we try? I have not been using it on my cheeks, and the reason that I haven't is I have a lot of redness here naturally, which you might have seen in the before. So when I use the e.l.f., it just sort of puts a little sheen over it, but you can still see the redness. It actually looks like I have a bit of blush. I'm kind of tempted to try it. I think we should just try it and see. I'm going to put a little bit on my finger and just put a little bit there. Oh yeah, no, that's nice. Like it's ever so slight. If you put this straight on your cheek, you're going to regret it, at least in my opinion. And that's just because I'm not great at makeup. Oh yeah, that's great. So all I've done is put a tiny bit of color here, and a little bit of a mask, a very radiant kind of a glowy complexion product all over the skin. Now, you could be looking at me and going, wow, she's very shiny. Maybe she needs a little bit of powder on that. But you know what? I don't. I like the glow. I'm here for it. I have really dehydrated skin, and that is what I'm chasing, is that glow. Otherwise, I probably would not use this product. I love this. It's nothing more than my e.l.f. glow, a little bit of product for the lips, and a little bit for the cheek. It turns out I like that, and I'll be doing that on the cheek now. And a mascara. And that is it. I love this. And I mean, this is what I've worn every single day since I first put them together about a week ago. And what do you think? Now, what I would do, of course, is put something on the lips. Now, I may put another layer, I may not, but I will always use, it's just some kind of oil or some sort of balm, which I always have in. Because these are not moisturizing products, but they give you the color that will last a pretty good amount of time. So guys, that's it. 3 products, that's all I need, and I'm out the door. Now, I'm not gonna lie, longevity probably isn't the best here, but I don't really mind. For me, makeup isn't supposed to last all day. It never does. So what about you? Do you have any go-to products for just a little bit of help in the morning without doing a full face? I would love to know yours, because maybe I need to try them out too. So guys, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you at the next one. Bye. If you're anything like me and you, see, not a good start, is it?
It's a great start.
It's a great start. Okay.